Good morning, guys. Welcome to another live session. Today is April 30, Wednesday. I'm coming live at 8:42 Eastern Time from Hamilton. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how coaches can attract clients on autopilot. Right, I see that a lot of coaches could be a business coach, speaking coach, wellness coach, mindset coach, could be any coach, right? Coaches um, empower or help people in achieving their goals, be it in anything. Now, I decided to help coaches to attract coaching clients on autopilot. So, without any further delay, let's jump right in. So, I have a Miro board here where I've designed a plan on how coaches can attract at least 15 clients in the next 90 days. So, if you start doing this from today, in the next 90 days, you have these outcomes if you follow everything appropriately. So, now what are we gonna do in this offer, right? Again, you don't really have to work with me to do this. You can do it on yourself. That's the goal of this live session. So, the first step is obviously paid ads. I'll talk about this in a while. But the major, most important one is the second one, the funnel building and lead tracking, right? Without a strong funnel and a tracking mechanism, we cannot really attribute any success to anything. And we don't even know if it's a success if we don't really do this. And then AI employees, so this is more like a AI agent which will help communicate to and fro with your people who downloaded your lead magnets, people who attended your webinars, people who uh, booked a one-on-one session with you. So this AI agent will talk to your prospects, leads, or clients on behalf of you. Again, very solid, very good. These AI employees are very smart. And AI-driven CRM manage and notify team, right? So we want to manage the CRM in a way. By the way, CRM stands for Client Relationship Management. Some people call customer relationship management too. But this is more or less like when a lead comes into the system, what do we do? How do we take the lead forward so that in the end they purchase a course or they purchase a coaching program from you? Now, a small touch up on this again, 90 days is the next 90 days. If you follow this, you're bound to get 50 leads for your webinars, at least 25 course subscriptions. That means if you have a course, get at least 25 people who are subscribing to the course, and at least 15 coaching clients. Could be one-on-one coaching or group coaching, doesn't matter. Group coaching is more working out these days for coaches because it's more profitable, more viable, and it's easy to coach if it's in a group. Without further ado, so I'm going to show a bird's eye view of the entire plan so that you guys know exactly what I'm going to talk about. So, this right here is our five stages, right? Like, these are the five stages of the campaign. The first one, obviously, the channels. We need to know where your coaching clients hang out. Where are they? What kind of content they engage with? So, first step, the foremost step, I feel, is to identify the channels you want to target so that you attract the best possible qualified lead for your coaching business. Before jumping in here, I'll talk about funnel. A funnel, as I said, is the most important piece of this puzzle. If you do not have a proper funnel, you won't really attract qualified leads to your coaching business. Now, what's a funnel? A funnel is simply a landing page with an offer. You see, these two are offers. We can go even deeper and deeper into offers, but for now, uh, I would let me just try to. Right, sorry. Um, I'm trying to see something, but um, a funnel is just an offer. It could be a $5 book, or it could be a webinar, could be a free webinar, or again a $10 webinar, $20 webinar. So these are just foot in the door techniques. That means we want people to consume some of our information. Um, Now, landing page matters because it should have testimonials, videos. Uh, there should be proof to back up that, okay, hey, this coach is the right coach. This coach can help me in achieving my goals. But a lead magnet is equally important. Give something of utmost value, and this is something which they can implement. Could be a workbook, could be a do-it-yourself strategies, right? So always give something that is of more value. Again, focused on problems. If you work with me, we work together to really understand what are the problems your coaching clients face, and then have that in the lead magnet. Sometimes I use lead magnet like a workbook and run a webinar to help them finish the workbook, right? That's another important aspect because most people, most CEOs, CMOs, business leaders are busy actually, and they may not have time to actually do the workshop or the workbook. So you can run a webinar to finish the workbook along with them. Now, once they sign up here for this, then immediately we go into a drip campaign. A drip campaign is nothing but is just a email, text message campaign that either will send more educational information, send more testimonials, send more stories, or even reminders to the webinars or to download lead magnet, to watch a video or anything. So a drip campaign is very, very, very important part of the funnel. If you have a funnel and don't have a drip campaign, it doesn't work again. So it's very important to have a drip campaign once the prospects download or attend a webinar. You have to constantly send them information. Again, I'm not telling you to send every day. I'm not telling you to send every hour. Like I subscribe to some webinars, they send me 15 emails before I join the webinar, and 100% of the times I never join those webinars. So I like to join those webinars which I'm interested in, and also will remind me maybe a day before or 2 hours before the webinar. So one or two reminders for the webinar, but sending value content on every Friday or on every Saturday, helping them to achieve something using your coaching program. So drip campaign is helpful in keeping you on top of their mind. Now I'll jump back to channels now, right? So now that we have lead magnet and that we have our drip campaign, we need to get people there, right? That's the biggest challenge. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you constantly market yourself, but most of the times people don't engage because it's organic. Organic might work if you're a big influencer, if you have followers, if you have engaging content. But if you're new or if you're struggling to achieve that level of engagement, then these three channels are the best. So what we do is the first is lead list. That means if you already have a list of subscribers, list of clients, list of prospects you did not convert before, you can send them emails about our offer. Then social media, you can use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit to talk about your offer. Again, always believe in advertising in a subtle way on these platforms because organic and selling don't work well. Organic and then maybe webinar and lead magnet, perfect. That's why I like to do the lead magnets way because it works in the organic way. And then the first and foremost one we mentioned here is paid ads. I keep on advocating this because paid ads is the fastest way to reach your target audience who are not in your circle, who are not in your followers list, who are not in your mutual contacts list, right? So these people are out there online and maybe looking for a solution or having problems, and you are the solution, right? So paid ads is the fastest way to reach. I know as soon as I say paid ads, people think that okay, hey, that's expensive. Hey, do I have to spend a lot of money? No. So um, for webinars and lead magnets, I don't think so. You have to spend a lot of money on paid ads. If you're selling something, yes, you definitely have to spend more money because it's very hard to get people buy online in just one go. Whereas a webinar or a lead magnet, it's just people see, people download, people see, people subscribe, right? They don't really have to think a lot to make an action. So these are the three channels I definitely recommend. The multiple channels people say to SEO, to this, to that, cold call, cold email, all the stuff. But in my experience, it all depends on industry and the product. But for this offer, for our funnel, the three channels that would be um, very useful. The orange ones are the free ones, and the blue one is a paid one. All right, let's move on. Now, in our drip campaign, right? So we're sending these drips to people, asking them, showing them more and more value. Like probably we'll send some 10, 15 emails in this drip. But our goal here is to make sure they purchase the next lead magnet. Could be a course, could be a community, right? Hey, you're facing problems, take my course. I made this course specifically for people like you. Hey, why don't you join my community where we have like minded people who will answer your questions or will be your peers who can help you in solving problems? Or even I'm there like a coach. The coaches are there to answer any question that may arise. So the next step for us is the course campaign. A course campaign could be here. What we can do is we can plug in the first two, can be used as a funnel as well. But I always like the smaller funnels. If you have a free course and free community, maybe they come here too. But if it's a paid course and paid community, I always like that after the lead magnet because here they get a sense of who you are, what you can do, how you do what you do. So this is where they trust you, and this is where they want to learn more information about the offer or the service, right? And then we have community engagement. Community engagement is very, very important, coaches. You might have a group, but if you're not engaging the group, people get bored. And these days, people are looking for new things every day. Every day, they are on the lookout for a new coach, new information, new process, new system. So if you do not engage your members in the group, in the community, it'll be a huge problem. So I would say always, engage them, post information. This is more like the school groups. If you have no Facebook groups, where you constantly post valuable information, have these monthly panel discussions, monthly webinars, monthly workshops. So there's tons and ideas. But our goal here is to get people into here. They get a paid course, then from paid course they go to community, or they go to a community, and in the community you offer a lot of courses, right? And your courses need not be expensive too. Again, it depends on you, right? Like you're a very successful coach, you have case studies, testimonials, then your course can be very expensive. Absolutely no problem. You're just starting out, you want to show people what you can do, maybe your courses can be $100 or $200 or sometimes even free. All right, let's move on. Now, when they take a course, we need to have a course completion reminders, like whenever they are 30% into the course, 50%, 70%, 90%. So we make sure that they complete this course, and then as they complete the course, now we have our second drip campaign for the coaching. So this is where what happens is now that they have downloaded your lead magnet, they join your webinar, maybe they join your multiple webinars, they took your course, they are in your community. Now is the time we pitch the coaching program, because now at this point they trust you. It's very easy for us to sell to this person than to this person who is just a stranger um, in our channels, right? That means right now at this point they fully, or at least know you to an extent where you are the coach. So at this point they become the most qualified lead as soon as they finish the course or they are in our community for at least 15 days. So we nurture them. We send them again, hey, I'm giving this group coaching, one coaching at this date, at this location, at this time. Why don't you join and see? It costs maybe $250 for a session or $2,000 for 10 sessions, right? I know coaches have a lot of different packages, and this is where you can become creative and offer your coaching services. And the next step is coaching reminders, right? Like as soon as they subscribe to the coaching, we need to make sure they join the coaching call, right? After all, they're paying money and we want them to have the most benefit. So I would always recommend to having this campaigns, like reminder campaigns, to make sure that they join the program. Now, if I see again, right, we have a funnel, easy. This might take 2 days for you to create. You can use ChatGPT or anything to create this funnel. Drip campaign, this might take another 3 days, right? Hey, what is your first email, first text, second email, second test? Keep it short, keep it to the point. Have not more than 15 combined, right? Emails and text messages. And don't go too far too. Don't annoy your prospects. They might unsubscribe and not buy in the future. Then create your course. If you already have a course on Kajabi, Katra, or any other platform, you might have already course, but creating course might take time. So this is the most challenging aspect. But but you can record your webinars and convert into courses, like how I'm doing right now. Right? If you don't have much time, but again, I would say if you can nail this down right to a free course or a paid course, that's even perfect. Then community doesn't take much. Engagement, maybe have some put yourself 30 minutes aside in the morning, 30 minutes aside in the evening, and engage in the community. This drip campaign might take another 2 days, and coaching is coaching, right? Like your program, this is your bread and butter. I think you're the best person to know how much time it takes or here. And this campaign maybe another day or two. So if I see they offer 2 days, 2 days course. Let me give a week. So 2 to 11 to 13 and another day, 14. So within 2 weeks, you can have a full setup. And these, so if you don't really want to start with ads, starts with this, right? Like most coaches ignore their social media, ignore their lead list, and focus on something that's really not in their reach. But I would say start there, build your funnels, build your drip campaign, offer a course, build a community, and you'll see wonders. And this is a universal program. This is not something I invented. All the big coaches, all the coaches that are successful have used this. And they will even have multiple lead magnets. They'll have multiple courses. They'll have a lot of people in their communities, right? So you see, if I see that, you can also achieve the same level of success if you just implement this plan here. Okay, and everything is automated. You just have to do it once. That 14 days I told you, It's the only thing. Maybe your coaching will take time, but rest everything, like until this point, is easy, pretty straightforward, right? So that is it, my webinar for today. If you have questions, if you're a coach, if you think, hey, something doesn't make sense, or you need more clarification on what is something, please feel free to reach out to me. As you guys know, I'm very friendly. I answer questions. I'm I'm patient. I answer every question. So you guys know that. So always reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye, guys.